But first, when Laurie Lachance was the president of Thomas College in Waterville, she didn't like being called president. She thought it made her sound too distant, even superior to other people. That title is no longer a problem. On November 1st, she retired from the job she had held for 12 years. Thomas is a school that prides itself on giving a hand to students. About half of them are the first in their families to attend college. Many of the students never expected to end up there, which is fitting because neither did Laurie Lachance.
Being president of Thomas College was not really a job that you had in mind for yourself, was it? This was a leap that you didn't foresee.
Exactly. I called it a dream that I'd never dreamed, a dream come true. No, there was nothing on my resume that would say, that girl should be a college president.
Laurie Lachance lacked the typical college president credentials. She didn't have a doctorate degree, had not been a college professor, had never even worked in higher education.
And yet, when I look back at my experiences and the different jobs I did hold, Thomas was the perfect place to work because we serve Maine kids and they go into the Maine economy and serve the Maine economy, which I'd studied for a number of years. So it's just been a great fit.
Did you like the job from day one?
Absolutely.
Lachance had worked as an economist, and after spending years analyzing Maine's economy, she concluded that the best way to expand it was to provide Mainers with the highest level of education they aspired to.
And Thomas is just that place. We've served the underserved, the underdogs, the people who come from smaller areas, who don't know a great deal about what the opportunities are for them. Over half have been first generation. 95% need financial aid, so they come from humble roots. But this college is a place that absolutely transforms lives.
You had an unusually close relationship for a college president to the students. It would be very common for you to ask if you could have lunch with them.
It was great to see that they weren't afraid. The greatest thing for me was when they would call me Laurie. I really liked that because why should they feel in any way inferior? The president's just a title. So it's magic.
What are you proudest of that you accomplished here as president?
I'm proudest that we were able to grow and do it in a manner that was very true to our culture and the DNA of who we are. We did it with integrity and we did it with ethics. And I say that because there's a lot of ways you can grow a college. You can sell your soul to a donor because they want the college to be or do something. You can sell your soul by lowering the threshold to receive students into the college because you just need warm bodies. So we grew the college ethically, and I felt great about that.
Laurie Lachance was well known on the Thomas campus for the handwritten thank you notes she frequently sent. Even though she has now stepped down, she says she still has about 200 more thank you notes to write. She is grateful to the board, to the faculty and staff, and to many others, but perhaps most of all, grateful to the students she had such a special relationship with.
One of my favorite stories is a young man who I grew to know pretty well. I was in my inner office, and my assistant was out to lunch, and I heard this voice. I think it was in late April, early May, and it was like, hey, Laurie, are you in there? And I'm like, yeah. And he came in, and he says, have you got a pen I can borrow? Because I got a final and I forgot to bring a pen. And so I got up and got him a pen and said, you can keep the pen or whatever. And I thought, I would never have done that as a young person. Never. And yet, why should it be such a big deal? He needed a pen. I was the only one around, Stuff like that are the things that I'll never, ever forget.
In retirement, Laurie Lachance says she wants to do more hiking, visit a lot of national parks, and spend more time with family, especially her first grandchild who is on the way. One other goal she has will require both skill and luck. She says she wants to be featured on Big Ol' Fish.